Hi guys, hope you're well and welcome to 100 runs of lower Blackrock Spire. Now, there's not too much that specifically drops in this dungeon, if we get it up on here, but you get a good chance of the rare blues and obviously epics from world drops. So we go to trash mobs. You can see you've got the pattern the robe of them Archmage. Now this drops quite frequently. It's got quite a good value, which we'll go through at the end, but it does drop quite frequent. So if you're a tailor and you want this pattern, it drops from here. You've got enchant weapon, superior striking, then two leather working patterns, volcanic breastplate, which has quite a nice price for it, and the volcanic shoulders. Both of these, as I say, drop as well quite frequently, so you may have trouble selling them, but obviously it's worth having them to be able to craft them. So, and the greater fire protection potion drops from here, which obviously is good in classic but not so much nowadays. It's just more of a collector's item. But yeah, we'll run through the route that I take. There's a couple of ways to do it, so we just go along and kill. We've got, as you see, Looter Praiser running in the background, and so you come along to here. But as I say, there's a couple of ways which I'll go through the different ways you can take. Now it's important, as always, like I say, if you can, come on someone who can open chests, because they have a higher chance of containing the rarer items. So one chest location is just there before that pack we killed. Another one, which this one's up, is this one here. So we just open this. There'll be some more spawn points which I'll miss because maybe I haven't spotted them. But yeah, we'll go through the ones that I can remember as we're going through. So we'll go over the bridge, and then there's 3 mobs along here. Then we kill these. And you've got, sometimes a chest will spawn here. So now this is where we've got 2 ways of going. You can either go straight to these guys and then down the slope, which we'll do after, or you can come this way, kill the ogres. It depends how fast you can run it, because you want to obviously try and make your runs as close to 6 minutes as possible. So we come in here, we kill all the ogres, and as you're probably aware by now, I'm not the most efficient person at running these. I just enjoy it, so that's the way I play it. I have started implementing some extra keybinds, etc. into my rotations just to speed it up a little bit. But yeah, so what you do, you kill those ogres, and then you can drop down here, and then we carry on our run. I'll come back to that when we get to it. We're going to go the long way round, and when we get to underneath there, I'll show you where it brings you out to. But yeah, the other option is you can come down here. Obviously I haven't got Bear Tartar on either, so it's a bit slower. But you're just going to want to kill everything you come across, because obviously it's all got a chance of dropping those rare patterns. Now other materials you can get from here, the powerful mojo, which drops quite frequent on these. This here sells pretty well. It's got a region market value average of 56 gold, but it's only 9 gold on my realm. It's not going to sell, it's not going to make you rich, that's for sure, but if you're a crafter yourself, then it's definitely going to be used to make the older world crafted transmog. So we come in here, we've got another boss, we just kill him. And then outside here, got a chance for a chest to spawn here, or it can spawn here. We take these guys out. This one's actually spawned in this corner here, so we just come over here. We'll see what we can get out of there. But say the chests just contain a higher chance to get the rarer items in the game, so it's always worth opening if you come across one. And the other, a chest could spawn there. So I've never seen more than one, so it's probably just the 4 spawn locations for it. So then we come through here, and then we're at, if you look up, that above there is, oh, let's tell a lie, I think it's around this bit here. That there up there is the bridge which I said you can drop down from, just above us now, and it'll bring you to here. So it cuts all that area with the trolls out. It just obviously speed up your run if you are struggling to make it in 6 minutes. What I tend to do is alternate it. So you've got a rare here, Bannock Grimax. He can drop a rare pattern which is the Arcanite Reaper, which has a market value of around, I'll have to check it, it's around, I don't want to estimate actually, so we'll check it when we get back to the guild bank, because all the stuff that's dropped is in there, so it doesn't get confused with the items we've got. So we've got another chest here, there's a couple more locations it can spawn. So we take them out. It can also spawn just round here, or if it doesn't spawn there, then it can spawn at the back here with these guys. But we'll take that. Then we go into the spiders. Now this is where you can get Shadow Silk, which used to be quite a popular item for crafting. The Shadow Weave Mask. It still sells, but it's not obviously as popular as it was. It's to unlock the hidden mount that you can get. And obviously you can get some other silks as well, which are used in crafting for tailoring. So I've kept some of them, and then the rest, a lot of it I just vendored, because we're not going to get through the amount that was dropping. So we come up here. Now another chest location is here, as you can see. So there is quite a high quantity of chests that can spawn in this dungeon. And as I say, maybe I've missed some as well, I'm not sure. But yeah, you've got these here, so I tend to just kill one of them and then they all get pulled towards me. We'll come up here. Now in here you've got a chance of the a pattern, the Annihilator blacksmithing pattern, which we didn't get there, but we actually end up getting that in the 100 runs quite a lot. And once again, I was just vendoring it in the end. We've got a few in our guild bank. I think I kept about 5, and then we sold the rest because we're not going to get through selling that amount before we run this place again. So we come in here, we kill the wolf. That spawns in this other wolf here. We just go along. You can skip that obviously if you want, but if you've got enough time, it's just all extra gold in the pot. And then go on to them. So you've got a chest can spawn here, just behind these guys. If not, then it spawns here as well. And yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the run. So as you can see, I've gone a lot slow because I went the long way, and obviously I've been stopping and talking, etc. But if you just jump down off that platform, it's usually around 5 minutes a run. Or if you skip the ogres and go down the slope instead into the trolls, it's about the same. It's about 5 minutes. So you can do a few runs of the quick way, and then maybe add one of the long ones in, and just alternate it that way. So the last boss is here. He has a chance of dropping the Arcanite Champion pattern, which is another rare pattern. I didn't actually get that in the 100 runs, which is unfortunate. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But we got a couple of the Arcanite Reapers, which I'll show you when we get back to Stormwind. So yeah, normally I'll just use the Dream Walk now, and then you can vendor whatever items you got, and then you pop back in. But I'll meet you back in Stormwind. I'll vendor the items we've got in here, because none of this is counting towards what we've earned. And then yeah, we'll go through what we've picked up. Catch you in a minute, guys. Okay guys, so here we are at our guild bank. Now we'll go to the lower Blackrock section. Then we'll go through the items which we picked up. So as you can see, I've kept some of the iron web spider silk. It's got a minimum buyout on this server of 20 gold. The market average is 15. So we've kept 173 of those and 175 shadow silk, which has got a minimum buyout of 500 gold on this realm, an average of 58 gold each. So we'll maybe stick a few in the auction house, and then we'll use the others in crafting as and when we go. So we'll take those out, and then we've got some of the blues which dropped in here. Dark Phantom Cape. Now market average is 2.5k. If we show you what they look like, it's nothing special. Then we got the Mage Flame Cloak, which is a bit nicer. That has a market value of 300 gold. So obviously a very cheap transmog item, but they will sell. We've got two of these Saphiron Scale boots. It's hard to see with the dress robe we got on, and two pairs of Wolf Runner shoes, which are 1.2k. So you can't really sell just under there. The Frenzied Striker is a two-hand polearm, so we'll take that out. It's 3.2. And then we got the Assassination Blade, which has a value of 1.9. Then two of these Shadowfoot Stabbers, one-handed dagger, tiny little daggers, but might go well on a rogue. The Shell Launcher Shotgun. It's a pretty basic shotgun. Then we have Lord Alexander's Battle Axe, which looks quite nice. I like the look of that. And that's only worth 1.2. Then the Heart Seeking Crossbow is just the same sort of standard pattern of the crossbows. Then Lapidus Tankard of Tide Sippy. These would be more for RP players when they go into their little taverns. The Hanzo Sword. It's a nice little sword there. That has a value of 11k. And the Demon Slayer, which is about 11.5, is probably one of my favourite items which we picked up. That looks pretty nice. And then we picked up two Destinies, which is probably our big ticket items we picked up. They're world drops, but yeah, you see just a long sword, two-handed. Now their region market value average is 59k. They're currently going for 55 on my server, with a 0.02 sell rate, which is pretty good for items of that value. Then we got a Helm of Narv. Can't see it now, but yeah, it's just this blue helmet. That's really cheap, just under 6k. Then we picked up one Orb of Deception as well, which sells really well. This has got a value average of around 25k. So we'll take that out. Then we've got this plans, blacksmithing plans, Titanic Leggings. Now I'm not sure we can see what that looks like, but yeah, it's got a value of 55k. Then the Radiant Circlet is blacksmithing as well. That's got 16.5k. Then we have the Storm Gauntlets for 2.5. The White Soul Helm, which is blacksmithing again, for 15k. And the Mooncloth Vest, which is tailoring, for about 18k. Then we had 5 of these pattern for the Robe of Archmage, which I said about. 3.7k each, with quite a good sell rate. But we kept 5 of them, because as I say, I think that's quite enough. Then we got the Annihilator plans. These are just under 2k. We picked up 5 of those. And then 2 of the Arcanite Reaper, so the value average is 13.7 of these, and we got 2 of them. Then these are just some of the green bits which I decided to keep as well. We actually got quite a few of these mystical robes, but I quite like the look of them. I think they're quite a snazzy transmog item, so we picked up 3 of those. They're around 5k each. The Ebonhold Armour, there's just a little chest piece there. which, to be honest, we could have put this on first and we may have seen some of the items a bit clearer. But yeah, that's a value of 5k. We've got 2 alabaster breastplates, which is just a white breastplate, which, yeah, combined with the right transmog would look quite nice. So there's 2 of those for around 5k. The imperial red tunic, which looks quite nice as well, that is around 6k. The dusk woven branch is just, yeah, a rubbishy item, but it had a value of 7.9k, so I just decided to keep it and we'll see how it sells. And then to finish off, 2 alabaster plate leggings, just this white set here to go with the chest that we had on a minute ago. So with the whole set it might look quite nice, could even look a bit like a stormtrooper. But yeah, we'll take that out. That's all the items which we picked up from that. If we go into our worth it add-on, and it will give us a bag value based on, just make sure I've got it set up properly, DB region market value average, yeah. So bag value 424,618 gold for 100 runs. So you're looking at, per 10 runs, 42k roughly, which isn't too sad. Obviously we've got to sell these items, but I think some of it will sell quite well, and then yeah, we may struggle to sell some of the patterns, as I say, but it's always good to have them. We'll just put one up at a time, or maybe 2 at a time, because if one sells, it's handy to have another one as backup on there, rather than waiting for you to relist another one. You've still got a chance of someone buying it. But yeah, I think that's probably all we're going to go through now. If you didn't see my last episode, we completed our Brutosaur challenge. So we do have our very own Longboy, which is just a godsend for when you want to relist bits and pieces. But yeah, on our auction house now we have currently 938 auctions at a value of just over, well, just under 2.2 million. So it's going pretty well. We are slowly working our way to a point where we're getting some sales. Last night was quite crazy. I was just running through a couple of dungeons and it was just popping up one after another. I'm guessing someone was going through the uncollected feature, and yeah, it just kept saying this is sold, this is sold, this is sold. It was really nice just watching them coming in. So hopefully we can get a few more of that. But yeah guys, until the next one, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.